Peace. This is your boy Juice One with another episode of Smoke and Jokes, where we discuss today's topics while indulging in the greatest of herbal essences. And today's show is brought to you by no other than Girl Scout Cookies Extreme. Might be a while after this we hear from this again. You know what I'm saying? I got some new stuff coming through and I'm gonna put some of this stuff in the burner. Love it, love it. So I'll just keep it in the burner. Um oh and forget the bed, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go get a new trim up and shit. I was just looking, I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It really don't bother me. It's just that for camera purposes, I guess you know what I'm saying. But really, I like my bed. Not too shabby because it can't really get that big anyway. But it's just me. I guess after it went white, you know what I'm saying. It just looks more crazier and shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, um, let me spark up. I already had lit some of this earlier. I really wasn't gonna. I told you I'm not gonna really be smoking during the show like that because I be zoned out. Like now, I'm really already, spicy. You know what I'm saying? I wanna bring up. Hold on. Pardon me 1 second here. Put this on pause. All right, all right, all right. Hope you got your smoking jackets on. You know what I'm saying? As we get into another session. Now, a few days ago, I made a post. It was dealing with you know, the government's handling with, you know, the pandemic. Or at least not even the pandemic, more or less the vaccine part of the pandemic. And I was saying how, the devil is in the details. And there's a reason why I said that specifically, right? Because, like I told you, you got to know the chatter. You got to know what is being said to the people, right? In order to push them in a direction, right? So, like I said, when you learn about, Freemasonry, and you learn about hold on a minute here, right? When you learn about Freemasonry and you learn about pardon me, yeah, when you learn about Freemasonry and how it works, not what people tell you, right? Because it's a secret society, so clearly they're not telling you how it works, right? Excuse me, it went out. Let me put this down anyway. Um, they're not telling you how it works. They're not telling you how the three ruffians are the ones who are, you know, the ones who beat you in the head. You know that saying, beat you in the head? Well, that saying is basically a Freemasonic term because that's what they did to Hiram. They beat him in the head. You know what I'm saying? So, to beat somebody in the head doesn't mean, and this is a metaphor, meaning like, you know, bombarded you with something that now that's what it is. And because a lot of people, through survey, this is actual fact, through survey, um, like let's say like a good 80%, the 80, like the facts part on the percentage wise, don't take me percentage on that. I mean, when I'm saying facts, meaning that the majority of people, I'm just putting a number, to be fair, 80%, right? But they do have a percentage, right? But 80% of the people can be controlled, you understand what I'm saying, through the right people expressing it. Meaning that if like okay, say you make up a saying like you say um um if it ain't about dollars then it don't make sense, right? And so then you go, oh, if you broke, you can't say nothing, right? So now these people over here are the ones who you allow to control the way you think. You know what I'm saying? Because in a capitalist world, you are striving for, that same thing. And that's how society is pushed by everybody having a drive. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in communism, where they trying to push towards, because of the assassination of capitalism. You know what I'm saying? They're making capitalism uh, a corporate thing when capitalism starts at the bottom. Capitalism starts with us. We're trying to capitalize off of our situation, and so everybody is a capitalist in the sense of wanting to advance, even the communists. Don't let them fool you because they'll profess it as if that's not what it is. But the grand scheme is to have all of the finances. You know what I'm saying? And a certain group dictate. You see how like China and stuff, they could tell you when you can watch the internet, when you can do this, when you know what I mean, and they use America. America is supposed to be the symbol of why capitalism should be. You understand? I mean, you understand what I mean? Like, oh, my fault. America is the symbolism. America capitalism is a symbol of why communism should be. Like, it should be because look at all of the things. Look, they'll kill. They rampant. They don't have no control. Right. This is the melting pot of example. America is hated because of this view. We have put a picture of ourselves, in a light that's not even good, and us as black people has contributed to it through hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it because I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's self hate. You know what I'm saying? Like 90% of it. Not to say that's what it was built off of, but that's what it has become. Self hate. You understand what I'm saying? So inside of that, um, you can push a people in a direction because you already pushing them away from each other. You understand what I'm saying? And you're making capitalism like a predatorial thing instead of a business thing, meaning that capitalism to people is a way of being predator, fine print, that little, you know, fine print. And that's what we about to get in now. Because I've always been, like I said, I've said this about 4 days ago. I was waiting for, I knew it was gonna be popping up. I didn't expect the articles to be as, I didn't know they were gonna be on like basically on the same day type shit. You know what I mean? So let me um let me bring this up here. Right. All right. All right. So it says for employers, the devil for forgive me. It says for employers, the devil will be in the details of Biden's new vaccine mandate, right? But then when you go right down, right, it says Louisiana business move new federal vaccine mandate. The devil will be in the details. Now, this is right. This is the advocate, and this is Business Insider MSN, no, MS.com, MSN.com. Two different places, about the same time. Like it says 22 hours. So, I'm just giving and taking that it didn't drop exactly at the same minute. But, here we go. The same wording, the same time. Because if you understand what it means by the devil is in the details, you have been selling yourself, and I don't mean um in the soul way, like you've been selling your soul, right? No, I mean in the way of your soul possessions, like the things that you own. You're selling away for pennies on the dollar. If somebody is approaching you for something to buy, clearly it's worth something. That's why you see like it'll be like a building there, and in that like right, like basically in the building it'll be like a store that you could tell like the building was basically built around type thing. That's because they was refusing. Like, no, we not. You could do whatever you want to do. We straight right here, and I guess whatever you building, we'll be able to profit off of as well. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's the approach that a lot of people, not a lot, but a good amount of people were taking. You know, whereas other people, they were being put under pressure. You know what I'm saying? Think about all of the movies and you see in the farmers and how they would go through these buy ups, right? And so if it's about the buy up, and then at the end of the day, the government is stepping in. That's what it was all about anyway. It was the build up and then take it all. Okay, this is where we at with it. This is where it's stopping. That's it. Right? And so while they were letting you run rampant, that's what I say, in Freemasonry, the thing is out of chaos comes peace. So all of the chaos you see and will be seeing, somebody has decided to find a way to profit off of that. To profit off of that simple fact that you do not know something because it's in the fine print, and it don't necessarily mean in writing. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it'll come down to signing away. Whether it be with a contract or you get immediate money, but you all of the things that you could have got from it, you didn't get because you wanted. It's like the lotto. Take it like the lotto. In the long term, you could get $30 million, right? But that would have to be distributed within 20 years, say, right? So that meant that you would probably be getting like 1.1 million, say, you know what I'm saying, a year, say like that, right? So or yeah, like, just whatever, something like that. So now you can get 3 million or 4 million right now, or you can wait. You thinking, damn, I don't know if I live, yada yada yada. And, you know what I mean? Yeah, let me get this now. So you take it and you run with it. And that's why a lot of times you hear, people who win the lotto still, like well, especially ones who was going, you know, and making it public. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the days, you know, like people were proud to say, you know, they got that big jackpot. And so now, you know, you see the people coming in with the mask and whatever. But so, like I said, I was trying to, like, I've been saying these things because I'm in tune, not in it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in tune with the people to where I can listen to them running that on people. Like I can hear the universal game. Like you gotta really be like if you dealing with an individual, you won't realize the game. You gotta deal with a group of people and really listen when it comes to certain subjects. And the response is key. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like in Freemasonry, like you know, there's a word, right? And like a password. So you can get in if you give the word, right? And you know, then you break it down and whatnot. But it's just basically that same thing, that word, that trigger word. You understand what I'm saying? So you might not know that. You might not be aware that these people around you are like the agents and they get paid right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Through the brother polites and you know these groups. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're in the group, like say you got like the Black Israelites, right? Just say. So now you got a group of people who built themselves up, you know what I'm saying, as a unit, been around, you know, since um what's her name? Harriet Tubman, right? You know, founded themselves here. You know, so now here we go. You got this group. Everybody was unified because it was just that group. Now you start breaking off into these tribes, right? And now everybody can be under that name and promote different things. And all a person can say is, yeah, man, but that's them dudes over there. The problem is that's your organization. So you got somebody arguing the same thing. So now you got all, I'm just saying, you know, just, I'm trying to use something that you would automatically see numbers. Like there's 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could see that, you know, not to say that's what they're performing. I'm just saying as in you could see something coming from one, breaking up, but still be a part of that same family. So that meant that your identity is your own within that family. It's like if you got siblings, y'all got your own identity, right? But you coming under the same name. So people are being pulled in under the guise that it's unification, right? Oh yeah, I heard about y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you know, might be attracted to the, you know, to the guy who takes a more stronger approach on this, you know, with the bullhorn, or you might find somebody who, you know, just you know, like regular church go will bring you in. You know, I don't know if they call it like a synagogue or something. I'm not sure, but I'm just like I said, I'm just only using them as an example. I'm not saying that they're even a part of that. I'm just saying you could look at something, see a foundation, right? It came out of Israel, and then you know these are you know the 12 children. So it's from that root. This is what come out, but they're divided, right? So then that's the same concept that a lot of them will go into build an organization, right? With the intentions of going in separate directions, meaning that we're teaming up for the purpose of a name, right? So say we go out, say we call ourselves the Cookie Monsters, right? Now we're the Cookie Monsters, and we're going out with weed cookies, right? But there's three of us. I like cookies, right, with milk. This person likes there's I don't know, with cake, or the other person over here they like it, plain or whatever. So we understand within us that we necessarily don't like cake in the same way. But our agreement is we like cake. So this is where we're gonna go in with the pretenses of we like cake. Right? This is our foundation. We like cookies. My fault. We like cookies. We're the cookie monsters. We like cookies. We just like cookies, and one don't like cookies with anything. One likes cookie with, cake. You know what the hell? Cookies with um. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Just these three different ways of like how you eating your cookie. The main point is cookies is the foundation that you're building off of. So now that you bring everybody in with the weed and cookies, right? Now, in order for us to profit off of that, now I start gathering the milk cookie likers, and I start bringing them over to me because I most likely brought them in. You know what I'm saying? And they like what I was saying about the milk, right? And so it becomes like this tug of war within. And if you know any of these organizations within the black community, which I'm sure we all do, you could understand exactly what I'm saying right now. You could say, yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, that's how you understand what I'm saying? But to understand which ones were Freemasonic, that's the case. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you could build an organization that's not, you might build it off of things that you saw within another community, but you didn't know it was Masonic. You a young kid. You don't know that's Masonic because that's when they recruit you. So if you saw something on the side and you just started your own little clique, we the such and such, and we got a call when we go out the window going squeaky or squally, or you know what I'm saying, whatever. And we got nicknames and all of these things that we're now a whole different entity. We're two different entities, right? Now you got a whole different world where only the people who know you within that community would know. Like, so if somebody else came through looking for um Johnny Walker, but your name is Miguel, but they call you Johnny Walker due to the fact that your pops used to drink Johnny Walker. When they came to the house, that was the liquor they would drink. They know if they went over there, they could get the Johnny. You know what I'm saying? So unless they knew that, they wouldn't know. So they're not in the loop. And so then that's a community built on unaware secret society. Like you could be indoctrinated into a secret, by your little nickname and all of that. But most likely people know that nickname. So when you go out into the world, you develop, this other identity. So, when you see and when people talk about, oh yeah, in Beyonce's video, she blew up and then look, this is her rebirth. Everybody goes through that. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know where the indoctrination comes in to where you're going into this new stage, this reborn stage. So, I'm saying this because the devil is in the details. Something you don't know. It's there. It's just in the details. It's caught up in there that where a lot of people just read on the surface. That's why I think the schools they put out comprehension tests. And there's I think there's two type of problem children, right? I think those who truly comprehend is a problem, right? Because and that's like I would say me, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of those bad kids, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and you know what I'm saying? Like arguing about, what they was teaching and like nah, you know what I mean? Like I'm considered a bad kid due to the fact that I would question what I was being given. You know what I'm saying? But now you have, those who, let's say, have no comprehension. Like you have full comprehension, you have no comprehension, and then you have society. Society has a misguided belief in what they comprehend. It's okay as long as we get them to do these things. They are believing we got them. Like we got these people because right they will help push our agenda in their 30 40-year cycle. So meaning that say the kids that's born now, right? They'll be hearing about this like we was hearing about the 60s, right? So that meant that around their when they become grandparents, another one of these George Floyd, you know, Selma marches type of stages will happen again. If the collapse didn't happen by then. I'm just saying, if everything hasn't already been to that full agenda within that next, 60-year gap, then trust it'll be another, false pretenses of advancement. While the movers and shakers are in the background and the pawns are helping, you know, do the misinformation and confusion. You understand what I'm saying? So it's deliberate. A lot of times when you see the misinformation, they're there so the government, oh pardon, they're there so the government can step in and have a reason to. You see, they've been editing and doing all of these things to photos and this, that, and the third. We need to crack down on that. Pay attention. You understand what I'm saying? Pay attention to how the government is making announcements about things. Pay attention to the people around you before even you hear anything on the news or the government. Pay attention to how certain things will just start popping up with like how I read the article about the guy who was talking about taking down Abraham Lincoln's statue. But then you also got people who's on. He's saying, "Nah, I'm just cracking a little, making a little slick remark." But it's already people who feel that way. So it's giving something to light, more credence, flat earthers, right? To now you gotta like the world is flat. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do nothing about it because you let a group of people put something out there, let it sit, and then when it's time, bring that back up when everybody is in the age of enlightenment. All of the information, which is a gumbo of bullshit. 90% of that shit be I be looking at people like, "Do you fucking serious, man?" You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, when they caught up in that woke, conscious, community. You know what I'm saying? So I just be me. I just be like, "Yeah, I hear you, dog, but clearly you don't read." You know what I'm saying? Clearly you don't read. You are saying this for the 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 purposes that somebody else had already, you know, said that before you. That's what is really going on here. You know what I mean? Like, you're basically regurgitating. That's what I always tell people, man. All you doing is regurgitating what you've already heard. And that's the plan. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get somebody to say something like, okay, um, say you have a group, right, of individuals that are considered tough. So, like, say you take a gang, right? The gumbo gang. Right? Now you get this gumbo gang. I'm a fat boy, so I'm always throwing food references. So now you got this gumbo gang. Now in the gumbo gang, right? This is a gang, so it means that it has to be tough, right? So now you do your initiation process. Now everything is paperwork, right? And oh, pardon me, somebody um turned it up the music loud as shit in there. Now say this group, right? They got paperwork. They're trying to, you gotta memorize this paperwork, right? Now, in remembering this paperwork, you don't realize that what's being said in there, right, is um a script that's going to be universal. But you don't know because you think that this information is select to your group, if that makes sense. You, in your mind, you would say, "Oh, they biting off of us, this, that, and the third." But in reality, it's all the script. So they indoctrinate the little kids. You know, they through the alpha. Yo, use the alpha in this situation, right? You whip somebody in shape, right? You whip them in shape to this doctrine, right? Now they go out and they pass that doctrine around. So now you won't realize that it's like talk to the hand. I remember growing up and just out of nowhere, it was just like everywhere. And I mean, like, I was traveling, so I would hear it. And I'm like, damn, this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, this came on. Next thing you know, it's everywhere. Little kids, grown ups, you know what I mean? Talk to the hand, talk to. So you start to me being inquisitive. These were the things that made me pay attention. Like, really look and go, wait a minute. You know, the people that I was around, you know, they were Freemasons, you know, and but they were always talking against it. So I didn't know until one day they passed me a book, right? It's a regular book, some book that you would never think, you know, is Freemasonic literature. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, based off of what I've heard about Freemasonry at that time, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't young. I was like around 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? I was going OT like that. So, you know, in one of those trips, I was reading the book, but it was just like a regular book. So I'm like, but from everything I knew about Freemasonry, I'm like, yo, but this is like basically Freemasonry right here. And the person who handed me the book, like, basically giggled. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, but the way they brushed it off, it was like, yeah, you on point. So from that, another brother, which was in that same circle, wound up actually giving me two Freemasonic books. Um, that he said he got from his uncle, right? I wound up being inquisitive, right? It was a stamp inside the book, right? Telling you where this book was being sold. I went to the location. It was actually in Manhattan, downtown Manhattan, right? Went inside the building, you know what I'm saying? And went in there, and it was like a regular working building, so you wouldn't know it was a bookstore in there. You understand what I'm saying? So, um, went in there and purchased a few books. You know what I'm saying? No questions asked, no nothing. Just purchase these books. And from that, um, and even in those books, it's like the regular books that anybody could get, or if you know about them and you learn and you can go read them. It's not like I don't believe it's anything that should be hard to get. Is due to the fact that if you're not aware of what you're reading, you understand what I'm saying, and how these are actually lessons on how to do something to somebody versus lessons in life and stuff like that, then you won't know. You'll see it and it looks like it's saying one thing, but in reality it's a lesson for somebody to perform an act. You understand what I mean? So from that, I understood it. Then I understood the name of Freemasonry and what comes out of it is what's important. Meaning that you can go into the lodge, right? Which is the vagina. You know what I'm saying? And come out, you know what I'm saying, with this organization because you met fellow people with the desire, right? And y'all link up and y'all go out and perform that act. The same acts that I was just saying, you just, coming out. That's why, the Freemasonic symbol is the vagina. If you look at it, it's a vagina. So anything that comes out of it, that's why when you look at the cable toes and all of that, that's being born. Those are the umbilical cords wrapped around you. You know what I'm saying? Constricting you into that organization. I'm just, this is just from what I understand. You understand what I'm saying? From what I've discovered, this is what I see. It's like a religion, I guess. I want to say it's a religion. I want to say it's not, but it is. It's like it's hard to explain in so many words. You know what I'm saying? Because it's both. It's not one. It's not like this. It's a religion based on corruption, right? And being the most, while doing it, appearing to be the most upstanding person. That's the challenge. To be despicable while appearing upstanding. And if you get caught, then we must disavow you. Can't nope. We'll 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 do you like Dr. York and anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You know the Weinsteins and R. Kellys and all the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? That's the price. You can get away with it until you get caught. Then, hey, so you make it a deal with the devil. That's why I said I made the video handshake of the snake. You know, understand what that meant. You know, even like I said, even when you do the pinky swear, that's all a part of the handshake of the snake. Understand that. Understand what you're doing. Understand what you're indulging in. It's right there in front of you. Right. So let me read some of this. It goes okay, this right here, it's crazy. Right? It goes how far? It says subway worker in Illinois suspended after surveillance video of her fighting off robber goes viral. Now, from what I'm understanding, after I read it, right, and you can tell me if I'm wrong because I'll read it to you, but it says, from what I'm understanding, she basically took the video and leaked it. Like, you know, she was happy for what she did and she put the video out. They basically saying, yo, listen, if you don't take that video down and every last video of it disappears, you can't return here. So basically, she's fired. And you know, and without them saying it, they saying you fired because there's no way she's gonna be able to get all of those videos down. Right now, let me read this to you. I just told you, but okay. An employee at a Subway shop in Illinois was suspended after a video. My fault. After a video, where we at? After a video of her bravely fending off an armed robber went viral online. Right? I don't know how to pronounce her name. Arceli, Araceli. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Right? Um, Sotelo was working a shift at the sandwich chain in Rockford on Sunday morning when an assailant busted in and demanded she hand over any cash on site. Okay. So, what it says, he said, give me all the money. And I said, I do not have any money. Like, I do not have any money. That's, that's what they said. I'm just being honest. Like, you see it yourself. They said, she said, I don't have any money. Like, I don't have any money. Right? So that's all I had. And he was just like, give me everything before I hurt you. I feel you, lady. She like, well, hold on a minute now. I ain't for the BS. You know what I'm saying? I ain't for the BS. So she goes, wait a minute. Right? She goes. So, okay, I guess it was a subway located on East State Street in Rockford, Illinois. Yeah, okay? We in Rockford. We be paying attention to you. We got your back, sister. Right? Sotelo said she used the robber's small size against him and was ultimately able. Wait, hold on, let me slide over here. Right? I don't know if y'all can still see it, but it goes on. Um, Stiletto said she used the robber's small size against him and was ultimately able to get the drop on the gun. Oh wait, get the drop on, get him to drop his gun amid a brief scuffle. Surveillance footage from inside the shop shows the subway employee snatch his gun, and then fight him back when he tries to run off with her purse. Double G, triple G. I've been in this. I've been in um two situations where I had to actually fight somebody with a gun. One was like literally broad daylight in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Broad daylight right downtown at the in front of the train station. Yo, dude had robbed me, right? Robbed me with a gun late night one night. Caught me like slipping. Said, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Can't do shit about it. Late night caught me slipping. About, I want to say 4 days later, 4 days later, we downtown, me and my people. You know what I'm saying? So we downtown, and um, dude comes through, right? But he had dreads, so he had shaved his dreads off. But I remembered the bushy eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? That's what stuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because I was looking at the dude. So I'm like, all right. So when I seen him, I'm like, you know how like you looking at somebody, but you not sure. So he's talking to a dude that I knew, right? So I'm like, I'm not sure if that's the dude though. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And then I hear him start like like it was some other dude sitting next to us, and he's making like this reference to, oh, well, you keep looking at me, this thing, you stop looking, you know what I mean? But he's acting like he's talking to the dudes next to me. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, this is the fucking dude. So, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm just looking dead at him like, yeah, it was good. So the minute he tries to go for the hammer, I just get up, boom. You know what I'm saying? Use my size against him. You little frail motherfucker, pussy motherfucker, bent him up, had him down on the street like a pretzel, right? The motherfucker is literally telling me, yo, chill, the cops. So now you worried about the cops, right? Now you worried about this keep it G, where I'm supposed to be so G, where my life is supposed to be letting you go. The guy with the gun that was going to pull out on me, keep in mind, you was pulling out on me. You pull it out on me, right? And you telling me, you understand that you chill, you know, the police. You know what I'm saying? Foolish me. I mean, nothing happened that day, you know, outside of that part. You know, it's way more to the story, but um foolish me, you know what I'm saying? Um Pride me, street me, was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to have no, because it was broad daylight. You know what I mean? Even if it was in the dark, I ain't gonna lie, that's still me. I'm not that, I wasn't that, still not. You know what I'm saying? But definitely then, like now, my approach is I would hope you don't think that somebody supposed to be dumb enough to, you know, care about some street shit while you trying to pull out of, like, as far as their dignity and pride, but you the one trying to take their life. You understand what I'm saying? And now you wonder, you know what I mean? Like, so I could see this lady, and I commend her, you know what I'm saying, for being one of them people that's just not having it. And I'm not saying be as stupid as us. We stupid. You know what I'm saying? We certified idiots. You clearly, yes, I'm talking about you, Miss what's your name? Sotello. You're a fucking idiot. I got love for you because I'm an idiot too. I got love for you. But listen, don't fucking do shit like that. It's the job's money. They don't even give a fuck about you. Everybody use this lady's example. Corporate America don't care about you. They're insured. All you got to do is make sure that you or not the one robbing the place. All of that trying to prove that you loyal to a company that don't even know you exist until they look at the surveillance footage. They don't even know your name. You just like somebody there. It's just a check. Nobody outside of the person who hired you, and that's most likely on the spot. The rest of the company don't know you, man. You don't exist. There's no reason for you to get yourself killed. You got a family, probably got kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not worth it. It's something small that somebody else has already taken care of. Don't do that. Don't put yourself on the line. I commend you. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, if it was in a different situation, I understand. You feel like your life on the line. Somebody telling you they trying to hurt you. They telling you if you don't do something and you really don't got it, what other choice do you have? You thinking to yourself, wait a minute. You're asking for something I truly do not have. I don't have no money. I'm telling you that. Right? You're telling me if I don't produce money, you're going to hurt me. What is the mentality that she's supposed to hold? Right? You're putting her in a situation where it's like you telling me I'm fighting for my life. I understand that. I understand her. You understand what I'm saying? Side, it's like it's a 50-50. Like, as far as cooperating, trying to give you the money, she's probably a nice lady. Like, saying it the same way I readed it. Like, I know I had no money. You're like, no money. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. So I can see the dude like, oh, you think I'm fucking playing with you? And she's like, nah, for real. Like, oh, wait a minute. This dude getting aggressive. Hold on a minute. I don't want to be on the news. I got to go on to my baby. You understand what I'm saying? So, I think she wanted to live. And I commend anybody who wants to live in a situation like that. That's a scary situation. I just told you a story. I've been in that type of situation. You know what I mean? Where I just personally felt like if you would come around after that situation, right? You clearly on something. Like, and I don't mean drugs, something. I mean like you on a wave of something. You understand what I'm saying? Like you have an agenda. So with that agenda, I'm not gonna find out what the end result is. That's why I'm here. Like, the way I feel, like if I don't fight for my life, I wouldn't been here telling you this story. So I commend her. You know what I'm saying? But I would also tell her and anybody else, if it comes down to you just handing over some fucking money, man, listen, man, hand that fucking shit over, man. That shit ain't even worth it. I just told you, it's like, um, the world is being taken over. So everything of any real value, trust me, it's gone. They already snatching all of the land and the resources. You just getting what they making with those things. You understand what I'm saying? The copper, the diamond mines. You're using what is developed from what they own. Think about that. So even if you bragging about invested into a phone company or whatever, remember, those people own the truest of the resources. The people who own what the Beers diamonds, the diamond mines and shit, yo, and the things that those things, you know what I'm saying, are utilizing throughout the world, whether it be sword, drills and to record needles, and you understand what I'm saying? Like, it comes in many different ways and is used for many different things. So then that means you still have to go to their supplier. That's the big dog. So don't do that, man. Don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it. Trust me, it's not fucking worth it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you with a situation where, yo, listen, man, like, I'm not gonna when I was younger, I'm older now. Like it don't like doing something to me now. I feel like, like, hey, you came late in the game, partner. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know, it goes. It's not entirely clear how, I guess, the video. It's not entirely clear how, like I said, the video of the confrontation leaked in the local Rockford scanner, but it quickly garnered a massive level of attention after being posted to Facebook, right? A short time later, Soleto said she received a call. Received a call. The store owners telling her she would not be able to work until the surveillance clip was scrubbed from the web. Now we tell little kids today, be careful what you put out there, right? Because it's gonna be on the internet forever. Ain't no way in hell you really telling this lady she's suspended until she gets all of that off the internet. Yo, that's a real disrespectful shit. Yo, that's foul. Y'all foul for that. Subways, and that's the reason why I keep saying weird. In Rockford, Illinois, yo, y'all are fucked up. Y'all dead fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? She took pride in surviving. In this world, people won't believe this story. She probably couldn't even believe it. Damn. You know what I'm saying? You walking away from that excitement, and now this is what your fucking reward is. You not even thinking. You not thinking. You thinking, damn, I survived. They should be thinking, you survived. That's what they should be thinking. That's what they should be thinking. I say it. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it again. That's what, hold on, let me go into, over here. So, I get a call yesterday. It was like, if every one of those videos are not taken offline, you will be suspended. And then then I text them, and I'm like, how long am I suspended for? They said till everything is removed offline.
The devil don't play fair, people. The devil does not play fair.
There's no way I can take these people with respect from this point on. You cannot tell somebody who fought for their life, you know what I'm saying, that no, they do not have that right to that. That's not yours. That's hers. That footage is hers. It didn't put y'all in a bad light. It didn't say, hey, Subways made her fight off because that's the rules. She didn't say none of that. She just happy she fucking survived. The fuck? Somebody come in there and fucking pull a gun on you, talking about give you somebody else's money. This ain't even my fucking money. Fuck are you talking about? Pulling a gun on me, motherfucker. I'm just working in this bitch. You could walk in this bitch with a fucking note in your hand in your pocket, and I'll hand you the fucking bread. I'm not trying to die for this shit. I treat this shit like a bank. What are you talking about? Slide me a fucking note. That's it. I'm not arguing with you. Fuck out of here. This ain't my shit. I'm like, man, the camera's all over. I ain't gonna argue with you, man. You want this? Listen, you ain't gotta pull no gun. You can simply pass me a napkin. It says, don't be stupid. I don't know. I don't know what you do. Like, I don't know how. I mean, would you have a specific number that you going in there for? You figure it's like it's a Subways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping you don't need no more than like like $600 and shit. You know what I'm saying? I hope you ain't killing nobody for 600 fucking bucks. I mean, they probably got more. I don't know. I don't I mean. I'm just saying in today's time with credit cards and shit like that. You know what I mean? And viruses. People ain't trying to touch money and shit, man. Listen, you wasted your time running down on people for shit like that. Running up in fucking subways. You know what I'm saying? Threatening people's lives and shit. Man, and like I said, she probably would have handed it over. You know, she's being honest with him. Like, listen, she's probably looking around like, are you stupid? This is fucking subways. Are you aware? This is subways. Not sure what time of the morning it was. Probably gotta go back to that, but I'm pretty sure whatever fucking time I just like to know how the fuck did she get over the register? Hey, hold on. I gotta see the video. I didn't even think of that. I'm just thinking, wait a minute. He comes in, like, how did she wrestle him with the gun? Like, I gotta see the video. I know something with, you know what I'm saying? I gotta see the video. She said something about taking the gun. He tried to run with the purse. I guess she ran down on him and beat the brakes off him. Okay. I'm gonna see the video. Either way, I'm happy for you, sis. But um, they said to every wait, and then I text them, and I'm like, how long? Okay, she says, they said to everything, um, I have no ability to do that. She's basically when they say everything offline, she's like, wait a minute, how the fuck am I gonna take this shit offline? You know, Sato said, Sotelo said, adding that her employer is no longer returning her calls. Ain't that some shit? You risk your life for this shit. You risk your life for this shit, people. And this is your fucking reward. This right here is that kind of like madness that I don't know, man. It's just that kind of madness, man. You know, it's just that kind of madness. It'll make you go, man. Is this shit serious? All right, so let me see right here. It goes. Um, they did not want anyone to know. They wanted to be private that it happened to me and that I fought back. But I think they did that because they did not want corporate to know. Mm, mm, mm. This is what they didn't want corporate to know, people. So, her opinion is that the big dogs are trying to hide this stuff. Possible. Not even the big dogs. They don't want the big dogs to find out. Maybe there's action and stuff like that behind this type of action. But I commend you, Miss Sotelo. But as you hear, I say it with caution because I wouldn't want nobody, especially you, to have been or be in a situation where defending little bit of money by foolish, desperate people. Because, like, anybody of today's time would know that you're not getting nothing out of any of those. You would have to be looking for truly, like, like how back in the days people would say, like, oh, I needed like diaper money and shit. Like, truly, that's what you had to been going in there. That's what you had better shot running off with stuff on the shelves than you do with money inside, like places like that these days. I'm sorry to tell you that. So, if y'all keep doing that, I'm surprised. Like, I can understand back in the days, but in today's time, everything is digital. If you not on your digital, I don't know, like swipe or whatever they do, you you assed out, partner. You running down here, you gonna be winding up in Corona cells for fucking $600. Man, that's crazy. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there got to be way better ways to come off with something other than that. I, I'm just saying. Just saying. Ain't no reason for this lady to have to even feel that kind. You listen. We're in desperate times. You understand what I'm saying? We're in desperate times. It's clear. When this lady sees that type of danger and she jumps into action, listen, man, you don't want to play with people. People ain't fucking afraid to die when, you know, shit, you know you could fucking die. Motherfucker. You out here trying to stick up fucking subways and shit, you goddamn idiot. 2021. Who the fuck was you, nigga? You like 30 fucking years late, you dumbass. It was stupid then too, but I'm just saying. Like now, shit, you ain't got no fucking shot in that stupid shit. Dummy. Okay. It goes right here. It goes bank manager beaten after work by client angry about request to wear mask. He laid in wait. See what I mean? See, I put that other story up, and I'm just reading this just to piggyback off of that. The fact that, yo, listen, man, people are getting mad and reacting and feeling like they could react and do things with no repercussions to these days. You understand what I'm saying? So running around and just, I don't know, putting that lady through that, I don't think that's fair to her. This person right here is beefing with a bank manager. And he can beat up a bank manager, so clearly if he ready on a different level for his bread. I just went from a subways person to a bank manager. Perhaps, sir, if you was gonna go through all of that trouble and you're feeling lucky, right? About as stupid anyway, right? But you just got beat up by, this young lady, giving you the business, right? But if you was feeling that, you might as well went in the bank because that's where money is located, you fucking idiot. I'm not even saying do that. I'm just saying, because clearly, if you would have went in there, at least they would have took your stupid ass off the street, right? But your stupid ass would have run up inside a fucking subways in Rockford, Illinois. I want him to say that because I don't like the way they treat you. Sotelo. You know what I mean? See, I got your name. I don't know how to pronounce the first part, but I think I got the last part right. All right. It goes. Wells Fargo bank manager in California was reportedly beaten after his workday ended by a client who refused to wear a face mask as he entered the bank. Okay. Let's see here. It says the Grover Beach bank manager was attacked by the client in the bank's parking lot on September 3rd and was called a racist slur. San Luis the Pistol Tribune reported. Forgive me again. Uh. the okay. The suspected assailant reportedly came into the bank lobby without a face mask and left shortly after having a dispute with the manager, but returned later and attacked the bank manager. Attacked the bank manager because he didn't want to wear a face mask. No more, no less. Just didn't want to wear a face mask, right? So the guy went home and plotted, he said, and waited and wait. He ambushed me and he called me a Hold on, wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, and he called me right. Now I hope it worked because I don't want to be disrespecting the person, But I did try to use the beat, right? Said Hispanic manager who is identified as A for safety concerns. I mean, I think you kind of late there, buddy. I think he already knows who you are, so the safety concerns I think might be just a little too late. Don't quote me on it. It worked for you, it worked for you. Right? I'm just saying. Anyway, okay. Called me the Spanish manager who is identified as A for safe concerns. According to the news outlet, I'm thinking, gosh, he completely escalated on his own. He didn't like the idea of having to wear a mask. This is the crazy part. Now, this is where I feel like the manager is right. Like after I've read this, I'm like, wow, you know, it says A said he greeted the client and offered him an extra face mask to wear in the lobby for protection against COVID. But the man, who reportedly is in his mid 40s, refused and became hostile. Come on, man. Like, why? It's like sometimes you be thinking, is people looking for a problem? Like me, my thing is like if I'm naturally walking down the street, I'm not necessarily with a mask on. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm entering some place, I have no problem putting a mask on. I want to put it on. The only reason why I'm not wearing it as I'm walking down the street is because I'm not really around anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, in type of long term. Um, and I try to keep my distance even in walking. I try to like if we at a certain pace, like you know the street traffic is at a certain pace. I even then, or that's when I'll break out my mask. Like if it's like something that's gonna be like downtown Manhattan or something like that. But outside of that, I don't see no reason for me to have a problem with putting a mask on. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Why would you assault this man like that? Um, um, where is it at? Said, oh, a mask. Said he greeted the client. Okay, okay. Um, fused and became hostile. Right. The suspect reportedly. Hold on. The suspect reportedly began going through the cabinets and drawers at the bank, which prompted A to warn him that he would call the police. He then, oh, somebody, he goes, where we at? He goes, reported bank, which warned him he would call the police. He then reported by responded by telling A, well, you right, come outside. Uh oh. Uh oh. He said, you come outside. The bank manager responded back saying, I better not catch you outside, sort of famous last. Oh, snap. Yo, my man. You better go find the editor. You better go find the dude who wrote this article. You better press him. You be like, yo, what was that shit you said? Yo. Oh, sweat. Yeah. And you see, I read just part of it. I read enough for me to say, yeah, I'm gonna read this story. I did not, I did not know. Yo, homeboy, yo, told him. Yo, he told him, I better not catch you outside. Yo, and a man who wrote the article said, famous, famous last words. Right now, it's supposed to be a picture of my man with the black eye and busted leg. Oh shit. Yo. Yo, forgive me, man. That shit is funny as shit. Yo. Yo, he disrespected the fuck out of him. I'm laughing because I wish I said that shit. Yo, that shit was funny as fuck. I can't even read no more. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that was some funny fucking shit to me. I don't care what nobody say. Call me what you want. Yo, that shit was fucking funny. Oh shit. It says, hold on. Oh, that was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I don't care what nobody say. If you don't get it, you just don't get it. Oh shit. Famous last words. Next picture, she got with black eye, big Martin, you know what I'm saying? Black eye and shit. Says, okay, it says, federal workers, vaccine mandate prompts confusion as government struggles to return to offices. You see, they put the squeeze and they figured the people who even work for the government, like I told you, they should be the easiest to convert due to the fact that all of the things that's offered with being with the government, benefits, vacation, sick, you know what I mean? Like overtime and you understand what I'm saying? Unions and job protection and all of this stuff that's under the umbrella of you understand what I'm saying, working for the government. So the government's like, nobody else in America is gonna cover you as good as we are. Take the shot. We need y'all to take the shot because we need them to take the shot and you represent us. The people are like, whoa, hold on. I ain't with it. And now you got, like I said, government being um the the reluctant source, should I say, right? And now if they're reluctant, how strong of an image do you think that is for the common folks like myself? Is all I'm saying when you evaluate why there's so much resistance because you have one side, the government, I feel, in many ways, is trying to get in front of a problem, right? And so they put in these mandates in because it's how else are we gonna get in front of the problem, right? The people are like, no, because you gotta remember when the George Floyd thing and all of that. So people like, no, no, you know, like, um, as far as when certain informations and distrust and all of that was coming about, so I don't know. For me, this right here is not a good look for convincing the other people that you really have all of our interests at heart when the people that you're saying have our interest at heart is saying no, we don't want to do it either. We good. Think that's the problem, if you understand. So it goes President Biden's sweeping mandate to vaccinate millions of federal workers and contractors against the coronavirus left officials um, confronting how to carry it out amid a fusillade of fuselage. I don't know. I'm not even gonna do this to myself. You got enough to laugh at, okay? We're not gonna do this today. Nah, fuck you. Fuck you. Alright? Um, um, carry out amid whatever again of workplace rules that could complicate a lengthy and lengthen the process and further append a government struggling to return to normal. You understand? The government is saying that if we're gonna get to this, we're gonna have to utilize our, which is gonna be. I mean, my thing is, how wouldn't you think that was gonna be the end result? They're saying it's a pandemic, right? They're threatening to, if you don't get the shot, then if you catch it, they're leaving you for dead. That's just the way they saying it. If you don't get them shots, you're gonna be left for dead. People want to live, right? You're putting the pressure on them. You got workers though saying, "Nope, I'm not with it." So it's like you don't know which direction to go because the people that's there is concerned. That's all that needs to be said. You know, it goes the often arcane labor rules governing the country's largest employer. See, the largest employer, the government, is keeping this country afloat, right? And so that's why they always got you abroad to eat off everybody else. Think about it, right? Could have the labor country's largest employer could have the effect of allowing thousands of civil servants who are expected to refuse a vaccine to be paid to stay home. I can deal with that. Like, see what I mean? It's like they trying to get certain people. Like, if you not blue collar, like even living in the city is like not really the thing. It's like wow. It's like the city was major when it was building and like the city is for blue. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as building and maintaining things, but as far as like needing to be there, everything is online. Like majority of the stuff You know what I'm saying? Anything that had to deal with paper, which was most of the things, right? So then if it was dealing with paper, now all it's about is crypto and the information. Now that's scary. And that's where a lot of companies don't realize that they're opening themselves up to government. Like when they say Big Brother is watching, it'll be real because you logged in. That's why I tell people make sure you keep some type of paper documents. You understand? Something written down. Something. Or see, you don't even want it on a hard drive because they could come through with the magnets and all of that and wipe all of that shit. You don't want that. You want something solid, written down. Listen, man, it's real, man. You don't need to be in workplaces no more. So, you know, while their cases are agi- agitated, raising thorny questions about rewards for intersyncric in transitions in transit whatever the see. Hey man, sometimes I look like a the real me, fucking idiot. I was just standing in front of the class. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I ain't to impress you, motherfuckers. Ah, okay. The president's most aggressive action yet to protect government workers from the virus and offer a model of the country's other employers came less than 6 weeks after a separate order telling 2.1 million civilian federal employees to get vaccinated or face repeated testing. But that plan was bested by challenges and had barely begun to roll out at many agencies, according to multiple federal officials. First of all, I'm not asking the officials any goddamn thing. Ask the workers. The officials, hey, listen, they the ones who's putting the mandates on the workers. Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear your shit. Don't tell me what you said. Listen, how's it going, fellas? What they saying? How they rocking with y'all? What they doing? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm giving it up. I want to go to the Rudy. You know what I'm saying? Not all of this motherfuckers beating me in the head shit. I'm not even gonna go no more. I'ma end that. Oh, yeah, I just wanted to, let y'all see this game right here. Let me take it to the beginning. 'Cause I just this one right here was how I got back into my 1900 ranking. Right? Now, but this is one of the games I played in the 1900s today. Okay. So he opens up. I follow. He brings down his pawn, right? I bring this up. See, a lot of people would think that this is like you playing scared, but I'm opening up to be able to attack with the bishop, to be able to attack with the queen, and also being able to move this up the knight. So if he tries to come down with the bishop, I can cover it with this bishop and then move the knight out. Right? So then he comes down, so I ain't got to worry about that if I wanted to bring the knight out. Right? I push. Wait, hold on, my fault. I pushes the pawn up. Right? He pushes it down. Right? Like I said, I'm going for the check. He defends. I pull back. He comes down. I pull the knight out. I believe I'm going to go here. Right? So he goes there. Yep, I go there. Challenges bishop. He pulls back. Right? I castle. He comes down with the bishop. Now the reason why, now this bishop is not taken out most of the time. I will not castle over here because this bishop is very powerful in um an attack on black. Like if you queen, if you white, this bishop, the black bishop, is very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll open up this section right here and allow her to come right here. And I'll say he normally to be here, so it'll slide down, and that's either a lost ruck or or more. So just keep that in mind. So that's just for studying. So now, I move my queen over so to protect over here. It comes down with the bishop. I defend that. He castles, right? I bring my bishop down, brings his queen down. See, now I'm locking this because I don't want no advancements. So even if he came here, which he wouldn't because I would take that, I would still be able to close um, this line back up. Like I want to defend this. If you know chess, you know he who controls these four squares, right, control everything. So we're basically, it would look like tied because he's on one side, I'm on the other, but I also dominate this side over here. So I'm controlling the center of the board. Right? So then he comes down with the knight. Right, I bring the the pawn up. So that's to protect that, to lock that down. So now if I wanted to move my bishop, I'm able to move around again because he's going to try to attack. That's why he moved the knight here. I would normally just push this pawn up right here. Let's see. Nope, see. I'm going for the attack. Right? He comes down. Like I said, he's going for he's actually gonna try to go here, so I'm gonna put my queen right here. Right? Oh, I thought I was gonna go here, but I put it right there. I guess I'm still protecting this, and my bishop will be able to come up if he takes the pawn. Okay. He takes that. I'm gonna take the knight. He brings his pawn down. I push up. See, now I'm good again. I got this locked down. I'm not worrying about it no more. All right, push my pawn up. All right, see, I got this over here. It's covering that. This is here. He can't even defend. All right. So then I come up a little further. He comes down. I push the knight back. Not even worrying about the pawn. Right, he backs up. I push my pawn again. Like I said, I'm not paying attention to this pawn. There's no threat to me. It's not like he can do anything. If he pushes this down, I take that. He ain't gonna trade a knight, you know what I mean, or a queen for a pawn. So I'm controlling this center. Like I said, this is the center. As you see, I'm controlling this whole thing now. I'm pushing forward. Right? So he comes, I close that. He comes over here, I move the bishop? No, I move the knight. Okay. So he pushes the pawn down. Now I move the bishop. Right? So then he pushes that pawn like I figured. I move my pawn. Right? Gotta give myself space just in case he comes this way. Right? So then he's coming there. I believe I pushed the pawn, right? I thought I pushed this pawn. I'm opening up over here, but I'm assuming he's gonna push his pawn up, right? Then I push this, right? He challenges, I take, which he really didn't want to do, right? So now I'm in a perfect position. Now I push the knight up to cover in the queen trying to do anything over this angle. So you see I got the white locked down now. Right? So he's gonna move the bishop. Frivolous move, it don't do nothing for me. It's gonna actually help me. Right now I'm covering that. He moves the bishop to try to block, push my pawn up, right? Because he's gonna leave this vulnerable, right? But then he tries to threaten my pawn. I cover that, right? I move. He comes here. But you actually helping me, right? Not worried. Bang. Covered him. He allowed me to protect everything just by coming here and threatening. He thinking he me. And as you can see, the name is Pawn Stars. I make them pawns grow up, and that's like the strongest part of chess. People will tell you all about a queen and this, that, and the third. The strongest part of chess is a pawn game. If you don't develop a pawn game, you're really not gonna have much success when it gets to certain rankings. After a certain level, you're gonna need to learn how to play with your pawns. People learn they knights. Everybody love their knights. You know what I'm saying? So learn your pawns. So I moved that. He challenged it, throw him in check, right? Boom. And I push this up, right? And I move this here, and he goes here. He can't. See, look, I just took this. He's gonna wanna what? Come down, right? I go here, he go here. See, he can't do nothing, and he quits. After that, as you can see, everything was covered. So even if I decided to move this up, which I would, right, then I'll be taking this. He can't cover it over there. So this will become a free piece because actually I would trade out my bishop, right? I would push this pawn up, take the rook and take the pawn. He would give me that, and then everything from there would just be a slaughter because I would come here, you can't go nowhere. Once you take out this pawn right here, basically the game is over. Anyway, so that was it. But I love that game. I felt, you see the lineup, you see how everything was designed. You see, I never relinquished center of the board. You know what I'm saying? And he can't go anywhere. Hold on. Let it slide out. Let me smoke a little bit of this little rope left. Like I said, I think I dropped my lighter. So, yeah, I hope y'all got something from this post here. Like I said, hope you understand about phrasing, media, the messaging, and how they will address it when it's targeted. I'm not like saying, oh, I know it all, but I would definitely always put you on point. I showed you the evidence, of, the devil. Let me bring it back up. The devil is in the details, people. If you look right there, two articles, same day, basically the same time, days after I already told you about it. Sometimes they try to get in front of the people. They try to make people like me seem crazy. But we paid attention. We saw it, we watched it, we understood what was good in the hood. So, I hope you got something. I hope I could always give you more. I hope you take this and you advance with it. Stay on point, people. The game is on. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them hoodwink you. Me in this post right here. You know what I'm saying?